Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
It's the evil goat.
No, it is not. No.
Shut up.
Guys, we're live.
Good morning. This is Merka News. How are we?
We're doing great today, Kim.
Great to hear, Eli.
We are back once again talking about Congress.
Indeed we are. Indeed.
It's a beautiful subject. And other things that are beautiful in today's news. Trump's big, beautiful bill. His massive bill of changes and cuts and budget restrictions.
In other words, beautiful.
And big. And a bill.
Oh, God.
This big, beautiful bill passed through the House just a few days ago, but it's seeming like it might face a slightly more resistance getting through the Senate.
Especially considering the amount of spending needed for this big, beautiful bill will increase the national debt by a lot.
And many senators are very concerned over the deficit changes, and that is seeming to be the main issue that can get the resistance for the big, beautiful bill to not make it through the Senate. That is mostly all the news we have at the moment on this situation, but we will keep you updated. Come back here, always, for Merka News. We are here to talk about the horrors of AP Physics.
This course not only challenges your mathematical skills, it drives you into madness.
As we see here.
The horror shown just before you is by an AP Physics student. Will you tell us about your extreme adventures?
It was awful. Gravity, I don't know what it is. The components.
That's all the time. Melvin, keep
I'm
your
sorry.
Welcome back to Merka News. Now we are going to continue with information about President Trump and his very controversial Memorial Day tweet. Thoughts, Kim?
Yes, so Donald Trump's tweet on Memorial Day, as Mr. Eli said, was a very direct attack to former President Joe Biden and the Biden administration, saying, "Happy Memorial Day to all, including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country through warped radical left minds who allowed 21 million people illegally into our country, many of them being criminals and the mentally insane, through an open border that only an incompetent president would approve."
Thank you, Kim, for that wonderful reading of this very provocative and aggressive tweet from President Trump, clearly attacking former President Joe Biden.
Just like prostate cancer.
And now we will be back in just a few moments with the third and final branch in our American system,
The judicial.
Welcome back to Merka News. For our final news segment of the night, we are going to the Supreme Court, where a new decision allows Trump to fire the members of independent agency boards. Okay, so we will come back to the judicial branch in a moment, but we are being interrupted by some breaking news. It seems like one of our broadcasters has gone missing. We're being told our broadcaster Riley Witt has disappeared off our set, and that's all I know for the moment, but we will get right on getting you all the information about that. I have a suspect for the disappearance and murder of news anchor Riley Witt. A recent decision that granted the Trump administration's emergency request to fire the heads of independent agencies.
Now, I don't know about you, Eli, but the president having this much power, how does that make us feel as the American people?
It honestly, it's scary.
It's a little
These
concerning.
are independent agencies for a reason. They are supposed to be independent
Right.
of the direct oversight of the president. Yes, he's the head of the executive branch, which includes these bureaucratic agencies, but
The ability to fire them at any given time is...
might be a little bit of an overreach. This decision is, in technicality, a temporary one, but it seems to be pretty final. There is, however, an exemption cut out for the Federal Reserve Board to ensure that the president doesn't have complete power over these independent agencies, and one of the most important ones in our country, being the Federal Reserve, is kept from this decision. But that alone doesn't seem to cut down on the expansion of executive power that was given to Trump by this Supreme Court decision. Any final thoughts, Kim?
No, that sums it up.
And now to Milton for the weather.
Thank you, Kim. And today, for the weather for Charlotte, it's currently a 55, and it's going to be sunny all day. A low of 45 and a high of 65.